Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're the Story Arcs. I'm Max Prime.
And I'm Vince. So today we're here to talk about the CW's latest announcement on the newest addition into the live-action comics for DC, which is actually Stargirl. And she's actually the newest female lead being introduced into the Arrowverse.
We're so excited for Stargirl because mainly Stargirl jumps right off the pages of DC comic books. The character was created by Geoff Johns, and the synopsis of the show is that Courtney Whitmore, a high school student, inspires an unlikely group of young superheroes, mainly the JSA, the Justice Society of America. And Geoff Johns has really put a lot into this character, mainly because there's a really special thing about Stargirl. Stargirl, her character, her appearance, as well as her personality, are all based off of Geoff Johns' real-life sister. It's a living tribute because Geoff Johns' sister passed away. So, this character is jumping off the pages, and it's a tribute to Geoff Johns. Every time that there's a story about Stargirl, and now being the live-action TV show, so it's pretty awesome.
So what we've seen so far within the Arrowverse is actually the coming of the forefront of the female superheroes. So we've seen that with Supergirl and now Batwoman. So it's pretty interesting that they're going back in, bringing out another female from the background and to the forefront, which is actually Stargirl. Now, what makes this different is that with Supergirl and Batwoman, they're characters that have always kind of been up in the forefront. They're characters whose names have always kind of been in our head. But with Stargirl, it kind of feels like she's coming out of left field. It's not someone that we're normally used to seeing within the DC universe or on our screens. So the comic book fans definitely know of her. So it's very interesting that this is actually her first commercial use within the live action series. So it's going to be an interesting new direction for what they're doing on the CW network with the live action of the comics.
Another key thing is the Justice Society of America. Now, the Justice Society of America, or the JSA, is this alternate team that is very similar to the Justice League of America, which is headed by Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Holy Trinity. But the Justice Society has its own special characters that I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that we get to see, like, Green Lantern. I mentioned, like, Wildcat is in the show. I'm hoping that, like, a lot of these characters from the JSA that not a lot of people know about, even like Hourman, that just popped in the brain, Hourman. I'm hoping that they debut the characters in the show because I feel like this is the opportune time, like, right along with Legends of Tomorrow, where you can bring in another Earth's superheroes like the JSA.
So with Stargirl coming out, we actually have some new characters as well as some old characters that we've already been introduced from Flash and from Arrow. So we have Jay Garrick from Flash, Jesse Quick from Arrow, as well as you mentioned before. We have Wildcat, we have Billy Batson, we have Tigress. So it's all these characters that we've seen, whether it be in the movies or within the other shows within the Arrowverse, that are going to come back in and kind of tie in the story. So it's very interesting to see the new dynamic that's going to be taking fold within this show and all the cool things that are going to happen. Is it going to be more crossovers with the other shows? We know her involvement in a lot of crises, which is really cool. So the JSA is actually going to take a huge forefront with everything that we're going to see coming up. So that's super cool to know that we're going to continue in the line of the crossovers that we've seen so far.
I'm also excited about one of the DC villains making an appearance in Stargirl, which is Solomon Grundy. A lot of the comic book fans know who Solomon Grundy is, born on a Monday. Solomon Grundy is an awesome villain, and I can't wait to see what other villain might debut in Stargirl to oppose to the JSA, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. But, like, Solomon Grundy was an excellent choice, and I'm hoping that, again, another cool character from DC comic books make his debut.
So one of the questions I have with Stargirl coming into the Arrowverse is, what tone is it going to take? We're used to every single one of the CW shows having their own tone, whether it be Team Flash, the darkness of Arrows, the unexpectedness of Legends, the comedy in Supergirl. So what exactly is it that they're going to decide to make their main tone? We know that Courtney Whitmore is actually supposed to be a high school student, so is this going to take more of a tone of a high school teen drama, which is something that we haven't seen since Smallville, where it's very CW drama-esque? Or is it going to take the same tone that we have with Legends, since it's going to have a lot of unexpected characters, so similar with that unexpected heroes coming in and that comedy effect with that, or like the lighthearted comedy that we get a lot with Supergirl with the female lead up in the head. So I'm really excited to see what exactly they decide to choose for her direction with this show and its involvement.
And this is where we tell you the release date of the show. For those that have the DC Universe app, the DC Universe streaming network, the show will actually debut on that app as well as the CW TV network. Now, the release date is May 11th for the DC Universe app, so that will actually debut first on the DC Universe network, so those who are subscribed will have their first chance to see it before May 12th when it actually debuts on the CW TV network. So you have basically 2 opportunities to try to actually see this show, so we're really excited for that also.
Let us know in the comments below if you actually already knew who is Stargirl, and let us know what you think about the new direction for the Arrowverse. Now that we moved out of Crisis of Infinite Earths, this is a huge change in tone for everything that we've seen after losing Oliver. So it's pretty interesting that we're going to come in forward with a new superhero that is actually a female and actually kind of join in everything that we've seen so far. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep getting videos like these. Thanks for tuning in.